Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marissa. I'm a holistic nutritionist, love to talk about all things health and wellness, and today you're in for a real treat. But before we get into the goods, I just wanted to give you a little update on how things are going. So in my last few YouTube videos, I was talking about how I had some functional lab tests done as part of the program that I was doing online, and some of those results came back that I had some different digestive things come up. So I won't go over that again because some of you have already watched it. If you haven't watched it, I will leave it in the description below so that you can understand what the heck I'm even talking about. And then my other video that I released shortly after that was a Costco and Superstore haul, and I talked about when the best time to go grocery shopping was. So if you missed that video, I will also leave it below. Go check it out. But let me tell you, I have been following that evening grocery shop on a weekly basis, and I am loving it. Part of me is like, maybe the rest of the city hasn't caught on yet. They don't know the goods, or they just enjoy the stress of shopping on Saturdays and Sunday mornings. I don't know. Anyways, so if you haven't watched those videos, go down below in the description and check them out. But for today's video, I'm going to be doing a grocery shop at my absolute favorite place ever, Joannes Place health food store in Peterborough. Now I just want to give you a quick backstory, because people who are watching this and know me personally know that I have a major connection with Joannes Place because I work with them. I'm contracted for many different positions within that company. I am their nutritionist. I have private consultations through them. I run webinars. I run seminars. I'm building secret little things behind the scenes currently for them. I help with content creation. I'm the host of their podcast. I'm also their dispensary manager, so I buy different professional brand supplements that I think are suitable to have in our location. I sit on a team with a bunch of other purchasers to talk about new products and trends. I do a lot of different roles within the company, and there are just so many great things I could say about Joannes Place. So some people might say I'm biased because I work for them, but I want to tell you a quick backstory about my evolution of my relationship with Joannes Place. So 15 years ago. And I've talked kind of briefly about this on some other videos, but also on my About Me page on my website. And then people who know me really well know about this story, but some of you might not know about why I am so loyal and obsessed with Joannes Place. So about 15 years ago, when I was navigating my diagnosis of celiac disease, even before I got diagnosed, my mom found Joannes Place on a whim. We were getting no answers in terms of health diagnoses, and also lab results that were coming back that we were hopeful could explain some things when I was really, really sick 15 years ago. And we were just getting literally nowhere. And when I say I was literally at rock bottom, I was in grade 11, so I don't really know what rock bottom looks like for an average grade 11-year-old, but I was missing a ton of school. I was so sick. I had lost a significant amount of weight super quick, malnourished, hair falling out, low energy. I was depressed. I just had so many health concerns going on, but no solution, no diagnosis, no support anywhere. And while I was trying to navigate this, my mom found Joannes Place. And I remember her coming home and she was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to try a gluten-free diet. And back then, gluten-free options were few and far between. They were quite literally what people would refer to as cardboard. That's what this standard used to be back then. There was just nothing that was amazing. There was very few brands. There was the Udi's brand. I'm trying to think way back then. There was just a very slim selection. So anyways, my mom came into Joannes Place. She was like, oh my gosh, this store has so many great products. And back then there actually used to be these labels that were beside all of the products that had this green logo on it that certified it as a gluten-free product. We no longer do that anymore at Joannes Place, but it made it so easy on my journey to navigating life gluten-free. And my mom just kept going back there. It became like this place where she would go and get information from people, and she would talk to the staff, and she would explain what was going on. And this was before I even stepped foot in the store. But my mom was the one who introduced me to Joannes Place. And then from there, it literally, quite literally, saved my life, because it was where we had to do our grocery shopping for me in particular, because no one else in my family has celiac disease or sensitive to gluten. So she would get my pasta and my bread and things like that there. But it just became this place that, like, if something came up in my health and it changed, we would just go to Joannes Place. And so this was before the location was at the Lansdowne. It was when it was like the Water Street location. And then it came to Lansdowne, and then it became so much closer because I live in like the west end of Peterborough back then, in the country. And anyways, summary of that is, by finding Joannes Place and my mom making the decision to put me on a gluten-free diet, it literally saved my life. My life and my health changed so significantly after I had gone on a gluten-free diet that's what led to doing some more specific testing for celiac disease, and then blah, 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 blah. I won't go into the details of that because my diagnosis was a little bit abnormal. But anyways, without Joannes Place, quite literally, I would have not been able to regain my health, and my mom, of course. I would have not been able to get better. So, like, Joannes Place has a very special place in my heart, and that is what led me to want to work for them. It led me to wanting to start my career as a nutritionist when I realized that there was not enough resources for people like me, and I just realized after my first time through college that I still hadn't fully healed from that trauma of not knowing, what was going on in my body. So, I decided to go back to school, became a nutritionist, and then as I was partway through the first half of my course, I was like, I need to switch professions right now. I was working at a lab with different tests like soil, water, different tests like that. I was in like a analytics lab, basically. I was running a depot. So I was like, I don't care about any of this stuff. I want to go back to school for nutrition and learn how to heal my body with food. So anyways, about a quarter of a way through my course, I applied at Joannes Place. I applied several times at Joannes Place because I wanted to work there so freaking bad. Even if it was like stocking shelves, I was like, I want to work at Joannes Place so bad. And then one day, I was like several months later after I had applied, I got a phone call. And they were hiring for a cashier. And I was like, yes, please let me do a job interview. So did a job interview, I got hired. And then the rest is history. So I've worked at Joannes Place for, I don't even know, almost 9 years now. And they are still saving my life, literally, all the time. Because there's so many different products that are coming in that are so supportive for health and therapeutic. And it's just like a dream come true to not only like work for Joannes Place, but be such a big part of their team as well too. So yeah, I might be biased because I work for them and they do pay my salary, but I would not be where I am today without this place. So this is why I'm so passionate, and I love Joannes Place with every part of me, because it's literally made me who I am today. So when I say and bring up Joannes Place, it's literally not even just for the promotional aspect of them. It is because I truly believe in the company, their mission, helping our community, inspiring wellness on purpose now and for future generations to come. So believe in me when I say that this is a company that our community needs. We need this business to continue to thrive. Not that it's not, but I'm just saying, like, I hope this business stands for another 40 plus years, and I hope it continues to be a part of Peterborough, because it's just helped so many people, and I'm so thankful to be a part of that community to support. So anyways, basically, I'm going to go do my grocery shopping here, and I'm following more of a specific diet for a gut healing protocol. So I'm going to show you some of my staples that I get at Joannes Place that are specific for gut healing. And that's the other thing that I love about Joannes Place is it is the only place in Peterborough that has the amount of selection for health food products compared to any other health food store that we have. There are a lot of really great health food stores, the Main Ingredient downtown. We have other big competitors in our area, but there is no selection like you'll find at the Joannes Place location on Lansdowne specifically. We really take pride in curating what products come into the store, what products we believe in, and what companies we believe in. So when you see it on the shelf in Joannes Place, there is a reason that it is on that shelf. It's not just there for, selling. There's a reason we've picked it to be on our shelves, and it can be a little challenging to get products in here because we are following such like a guideline for those types of products to come in. Anyways, not the point of this video. What I'm saying is that the selection is substantial. Whether you're vegan, whether you're vegetarian, gluten-free, paleo, keto, dairy-free, egg-free, allergen-free, not even free of anything, you just want healthy or organic, glyphosate-free, non-GMO products, you will find them at Joannes Place, because that is what we're wanting our community to thrive on, is those types of products. So you're going to find them in the store. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to head into the store and do my grocery shop and show you what my staples are right now for healing my gut. First on my list is some wraps. So in the frozen section, I'm going to grab these coconut flour paleo organic and vegan wraps. I find that these fold really, really well and taste good. I'm also going to grab some organic ground beef and organic ground turkey. I have these at least once a week whenever I make tacos, add them to eggs. They're just so easy to have. I'm also going to grab some organic half and half. This is what I put in my coffee every single day. Next, I'm going to grab some organic goat cheese. This is a local goat cheese. It is phenomenal. It's so creamy. It grates really well. I love the taste. I love the texture, and it's very easy to digest. Next up, I'm going to stock on some chocolate. This is a misconception when it comes to changing your diet. People think you need to get rid of absolutely all the good stuff, but chocolate will forever and always be in my diet. I just like to choose better options. So I do really like this Evolve brand. This hazelnut butter one in particular is unbelievable. And there's also a part of the Zazu bean line that is sweetened with coconut sugar as opposed to cane sugar or other artificial and sugar alcohols. So I do really like this brand, and I'm going to pick up particularly the Nudie. I think this is like a nice, creamy, delicious dark chocolate. It just goes well with absolutely everything. It's paleo, organic, fair trade, and it's just my fave. Next up, I want to highlight this brand. I don't need anything from them today, but they are tailored more towards that grain-free paleo-based diet. These are unbelievable, just amazing. They have the churro cinnamon, the dip, the sea salt lime, and the nacho flavor, and they're all grain-free and paleo-friendly. I'm also going to stock up on some pumpkin. I was actually looking at some pumpkins that were at the other stores, and I noticed that some of them actually had wheat protein added into them. So heads up, if you are gluten-free, make sure you're reading those ingredient lists for sure. So just some organic pumpkin puree. I'm going to make some scones and muffins out of that. If you do want the pumpkin pie mix, this brand is gluten-free, and it's easy and convenient to use if you want it. I'm going to pick up some organic ground peanut butter. I'm going to tell you right now, I am a peanut butter girl. Peanut butter over almond butter all day long. Elmhurst. I don't need to stock up on anything this time, but I did want to highlight this brand in particular because it's the only brand that we carry in the store that has as minimal ingredients compared to other dairy-free alternatives. So if I do need a dairy-free alternative, this is the brand that I'm typically going for. The walnut, almond, or cashew, and then they also do have oat, but I don't particularly like oats as a milk. It just does not make sense to me, so I do trust this brand. Okay, dressings. I get this question all the time. How do I not get bored of things? The answer is dressings. I like to choose between good quality salad dressings. I like Chosen as well as Primal Kitchen brands. They use avocado oil as opposed to sunflower or canola oil. And they just have really clean, natural ingredients in there that are paleo friendly. And they're just not full of crap, which no salad dressing should be, especially when you're putting it on a nice fresh green bed of lettuce or whatever that might be. So I love the Green Goddess by the Primal Kitchen, and honestly, I love all of the Chosen Food ones. They are my favorite and also a little bit more affordable compared to the Primal Kitchen ones. Some other sauces that I like to have on hand is the Naked Coconut brand. So they have a teriyaki sesame ginger. This is amazing. It's organic. Instead of using sugar or cane sugar, they actually use coconut sap to sweeten it. Again, it's paleo friendly, clean ingredients, and it mixes really well in any type of stir fry or marinating any type of chicken as well. So they have the teriyaki. They also have a sweet Thai chili. I love that one so much. They also have a sweet and sour. This one does have some added cane sugar, so just beware. I don't love the taste of that one, and I haven't personally tried the peanut one yet. They also do have straight up coconut aminos, which is a great alternative to soy sauce. Another staple I always have is the Woodland Smoke. I put this on anything that I want to taste smoky or sweet. Now, ketchup. This is also another alternative here. These two brands in particular, the Good for Food and the Primal Kitchen, are my go-to. The Good for Food one is sweetened with dates. It's organic, it's paleo, Whole30 certified, it's keto, and so is the Primal Kitchen one. I just find that the Made for Good one is a little bit more affordable. Jovial pasta. This is new to Joannes Place, and it is a grain-free cassava-based pasta. We have 3 different options: the elbows, the fusilli, and then also we have the spaghetti, and I have tried all 3 of them. I think they taste very similar to regular pasta. My only tip is make sure you cook it al dente before adding into whatever you're going to put it in. Siete also has grain-free taco shells. I'm a big taco person. I love Mexican food, so these are definitely a staple in my weekly dietary intake to keep it fun and also to keep it friendly for my gut. Next up, let's talk about some pre-made mixes. Obviously, you can make all of your own from scratch, but these are nice and easy go-to ones that you can have in a pinch. So I just picked up the flatbread one. Bob Bread Mill also makes a blueberry mix that's paleo and grain-free. The brownie mix was phenomenal, but I have yet to try the cake mix. And then also Stellar Eats is another grain-free bread mixing company. I have the pizza one at home. I'm going to pick up the scones one. I haven't tried the banana bread, but it's a huge hit. And the cupcakes and the chocolate chip cookies are also phenomenal. So I'm actually going to grab this and do a pumpkin inspired scone for the weekend. Okay, over to the produce section. I need to pick up some lemons, so these are always go-to. I add these to warm water. I also like to just have them on hand for different types of salad dressings and things like that, as well as ginger, whether I'm putting that into a stir fry or I simply like to steep it in water. It's really good and soothing for the gut lining, and it's just an inexpensive way for having an anti-inflammatory component in your diet. Off to the veggie section. I'm actually going to pick up some leeks. This is something that I don't usually consume, but I do like to try to incorporate different types of vegetables to keep that microbiome diversity flowing. Another sauce I'm going to pick up is the Mother Raw Queso Nacho. I love drizzling this on top of broccoli. It is just this delicious, good quality, high ingredients. It's also made here in the Ontario area, specifically Toronto, and it's just a really good sauce to have on some of your roasted veggies. Okay, some shots. I am addicted to these fiery ginger shots. They're great for immunity, but because they do contain ginger and turmeric, really great for helping heal the inflammatory response going on in my gut right now. So I actually drink just half of this at a time, and sometimes I also like to do the pick-me-up one, but just in particular today, I'm going to grab a couple of the fiery ginger shots. Okay guys, that is my Joannes Place grocery haul. This will probably last a week, maybe a week and a half. I mean, some of the things will last longer, like I did pick up a barbecue sauce, the dip, things like that. But those are kind of my weekly staples at Joannes Place. If you missed my last videos, again, if you want to see what my weekly staples are at Costco and Superstore, go check that out. I'm just going to start to prep dinner. I'm going to use that ground beef that I got today, and I'm going to make spaghetti squash with pasta sauce and some Parmesan cheese as well. Now, speaking of dairy, some of you might come at me for this, but I mentioned that on my gut healing protocol, I was going to be following more of a paleo-based diet. And if you're not familiar with what that is, I'm going to do a whole video on the paleo diet and just like what that means. But I should really, really highlight that it's not strict paleo, because my main thing is just avoiding grains and legumes, and that's what the paleo diet is. It's avoiding like refined foods, processed foods, sugars, things like that. So I'm doing a modified paleo diet because I'm still consuming dairy, organic dairy, like cream in my coffee. You saw that I got a goat's milk cheese. I'm going to be consuming that, and I'll also have organic regular cheese as well occasionally, because dairy doesn't bother me, and I would much, much rather consume something with a minimal ingredient profile list. I've talked about this before. There's so many fillers in dairy-free alternatives. Not every brand does, but 80% of them do, and those are major gut irritants, especially to me, like gums, sunflower oil that's highly processed, different types of canola oil and thickeners, and just absolute crap. So I try to avoid those dairy-free options because they're just not that amazing. I'd much rather have dairy that has minimal ingredients, that's certified organic, and is a good source of protein and healthy fats. So when I say I'm following more of a paleo diet, the main point of the paleo diet is I'm reducing and completely cutting out all refined sugars and refined flours and grains and legumes. That's like my major takeaway from the paleo diet, and just consuming, large amounts of protein, moderate amount of fat, and also moderate amount of carbohydrates through vegetables and fruit. Anyways, I will save that breakdown of the paleo diet for another video. I just wanted to quickly touch on that before somebody got at me in the comments. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you guys for checking out today's video. I hope you enjoyed hearing my story about why I'm so passionate about Joannes Place as a brand in itself, why they are my biggest and most appreciated business in this area for my health, and not just my own personal career. And I hope you got some insight as to how many unique and dietary supportive products that Joannes Place carries as well. If you guys have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. And if you are following a specific diet, I'd also love to know. Like if you are someone who follows vegan, vegetarian, paleo, no diet at all, I would just love to know kind of where you're at on your health journey. So comment that in the comments below, and I will be back very soon with another video talking about some meal prepping tips and how I am organizing my life to stay on track during this healing gut phase that I'm on. That's it, that's all. Make sure you like this video so I know you want to continue to hear about my journey, and then if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so that you do not miss a notification as soon as my next video is released. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in my next one.